Welcome back to Jikook Universe. Here we don't just follow headlines, we read between the glances. We don't just watch interactions, we feel the tension in the silence. Tonight we step into another story of chemistry that lingers a little too long, of two stars whose quiet moments say more than any confirmation ever could. In an industry built on scripts and schedules, there are connections that feel unscripted. Natural. Effortless. The kind that doesn't need dramatic declarations to leave an impression. When two people stand side by side and the atmosphere subtly shifts, when eye contact stretches just a second longer than expected, when smiles soften without explanation, that's when curiosity begins. This is where we begin. Not with rumors, not with assumptions, but with presence. Because sometimes admiration is visible in the way someone listens. Sometimes attraction hides in protective body language. Sometimes intimacy isn't loud. It's quiet, steady, and almost invisible to anyone who isn't looking closely. And when two public figures repeatedly create moments that feel a little too warm for simple coincidence, people notice. So in true Jikook universe fashion, we explore the in-between. The unspoken. The chemistry that doesn't shout, but hums softly in the background. Let's step into the story. In the glittering world of Chinese entertainment, even the smallest glance can turn into a headline. When Lu Yuning and Zhao Lusi appear in the same frame, the atmosphere often shifts in a way that feels noticeable, almost electric. Their interactions, though subtle and professional, have repeatedly sparked conversation among fans who sense something deeper in the way they look at each other and share space. Zhao Lusi has long been admired for her soft, natural beauty. Her charm is effortless. Bright eyes, expressive smiles, and a warmth that seems to radiate beyond the camera lens. She carries herself with a balance of innocence and confidence, which makes her presence captivating without trying too hard. It's the kind of beauty that doesn't demand attention but naturally draws it. Lu Yuning, known for his deep voice and composed demeanor, often presents a calm and steady image in public. As a singer who successfully transitioned into acting, he has built a reputation on discipline and quiet intensity. He is not typically someone who appears easily flustered or overly expressive in public settings. Yet when he stands beside Zhao Lusi, fans have noticed subtle changes. Slightly softer expressions, longer eye contact, a smile that lingers just a little more than usual. There have been moments, award shows, backstage interviews, brief public encounters, where their chemistry felt unusually strong. Not exaggerated, not dramatic, just natural. The kind of comfort that doesn't look rehearsed. When Lu Yuning listens to Zhao Lusi speak, he seems genuinely focused, as if the surrounding noise fades into the background. And when she responds to him, her laughter sometimes sounds lighter, more relaxed. Some observers have even commented that their closeness once felt too intimate for mere friendship. Not in an inappropriate or scandalous way, but in an emotional sense. There's a difference between colleagues standing side by side and two people who seem instinctively aware of each other's presence. The way he might subtly adjust his posture toward her. The way she instinctively turns to him when something amusing happens. These small gestures create an impression of familiarity that goes beyond standard industry politeness. It's important to acknowledge that in the entertainment world, chemistry can arise simply from shared environments and mutual professionalism. Artists often grow comfortable around one another through repeated encounters. But what makes Lu Yuning and Zhao Lusi stand out is how unforced their dynamic appears. There's no visible effort to create moments, yet moments keep happening. For Lu Yuning, admiration does not necessarily need to be verbalized. Sometimes attraction is visible in micro-expressions. A softened gaze, a protective body angle in crowded settings, a quiet attentiveness that feels intentional. Fans speculate that he may be drawn not only to Zhao Lusi's beauty but also to her lively personality, her bright energy contrasting his more grounded aura. Zhao Lusi, meanwhile, is known for being friendly and approachable. She laughs easily and interacts warmly with many colleagues. Yet beside Lu Yuning, her demeanor occasionally shifts into something gentler, more composed. There are instances where she appears to listen more intently, her expression calmer, as if the exchange carries a slightly different weight. Their visual compatibility also fuels imagination. Both possess strong screen presence. He with his tall, striking silhouette and deep voice, she with her delicate features and expressive eyes. It's easy to picture them cast as leads in a romantic drama, Intense eye contact under dim lighting, quiet confessions delivered in hushed tones, scenes filled with emotional restraint rather than overt theatrics. The potential feels cinematic. This is why fans frequently express hope for a collaborative project. A drama pairing them would not only satisfy curiosity but also test whether the off-screen chemistry translates into something equally compelling on screen. In an industry where pairing choices can define a show's success, their combination could create a memorable dynamic, one built on contrast and balance. Still, speculation remains speculation. Public interactions are fragments of a larger reality that only the individuals involved truly understand. What audiences see are carefully filtered glimpses, moments framed by cameras, shaped by schedules, limited by professionalism. It is possible that what appears intimate is simply mutual respect and comfort between two artists who share similar work ethics. Yet there is something undeniably intriguing about the way their presence together feels different. Not loud, not dramatic, but quietly intense. A chemistry that doesn't rely on exaggerated gestures or performative affection. Instead, it exists in stillness, the silence between words, the shared glance that lasts a fraction too long. Perhaps that is the true reason their interactions captivate so many people. In a space saturated with overt displays and headline-grabbing revelations, subtlety becomes powerful. The possibility of unspoken admiration feels more romantic than any confirmed narrative. Whether Lu Yuning is genuinely captivated by Zhao Lusi's beauty or simply appreciates her as a colleague may never be publicly clarified. Whether their closeness once crossed the invisible line between friendship and something deeper is known only to them. But the fascination endures because the energy between them feels authentic. In the end, what makes their dynamic compelling is not confirmation, it's ambiguity. Two individuals standing close, exchanging smiles that seem layered with meaning, creating a story that lives somewhere between reality and imagination. And sometimes that space, where certainty is absent but emotion is present, is the most enchanting place of all.